always like to try and give you my opinion on anything new that I get, and I just wanted to talk about these quite briefly. I'm not going to go into massive detail about them because not a lot that I can say. These are the Huawei FreeBuds 3. So it's kind of Huawei's version of AirPods. And I just wanted to talk about them because compared to, well, for us Android users, these are something worth considering if you're looking for truly wireless earphones, and you don't want the in-ear like the AirPod Pro, or and now I see there's FreeBuds 3i, which are more in-ear. These are kind of just sitting on your ear type of affair. And I'll tell you what I think why these are pretty worth the price, which is around, I think, between probably average around 400 riyals, something like that here. Now comes with this case, obviously, which is a wireless charging case. Cool. So you can just put it onto any of your wireless charging devices. It will charge, and I tried it on my pad at home. It worked. USB-C. Battery life, they say, and I'm reading this from Huawei's website because I'm only been using them, listening to music, coming and going from work. 4 hours on a charge, and then with using the recharging them up to, I think, over 20 hours of music can be played. So for that, pretty good. And from my experience, it charges pretty quickly. Driver wise, I'm not exactly sure, but this uses a Kirin, which is Huawei's own proprietary chip, making it smart. Now you need to download, or to get the full benefits of this, you need to download the let me show you here. This is a phone that I use, not my main phone. It's called AI Life, Huawei AI Life, and you will see that there it lists what I have in the way of Huawei. I have a 5G router at home, I have the Sound X, which I reviewed, and I have these FreeBuds. So let me so yeah, so these are paired, and everything is works pretty good. I didn't experience any issues whatsoever with that app. It's fine. So if you have an iPhone, of course you can just connect it via Bluetooth by, there's a button here, if you can see it. It's hard to see. It's there. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Even my eyes are not even been able to see it very good. It's there, similar to the AirPods. You just press it until it's flashing in pairing mode, and then you can join your pair your iPhone with it. So you can use you can use it with Apple devices. Now, where this I think is better than the, now look, I love my AirPods, my AirPods Pro. I love them. I think they're great sound, but these, I think, for open ear, have one really good advantage, which the non-pro version of Apple's things don't have, is that these have noise cancellation. Okay, and it's pretty good. So these are open, not fitting into your ear canal. These are just hanging in there, sitting on your ear, so they're pretty light and they're comfortable. Oh, and by the way, I mean, you can control your music and by double tapping, and there's some other things that you can do by tapping and squeezing on the stem. But what I was most impressed with was the active noise cancellation. Now, I saw it on an advert on the TV, because it gets oh, what's that on that? Right, there you go. I saw it on an advert on the TV, and it it was not on TV, on YouTube, and there was basically selling the active noise cancellation, and I like noise cancellation. Okay, so the AirPods I think do a brilliant job, but again, the AirPod Pros are in ear. These are just sitting on your ear, and within the app, you can open it up and you can adjust the amount of noise cancellation. And I'm at work. Look, it doesn't cancel out all the noise, but if you can hear the AC there, when I put these in, the AC disappears into the background just about as good as the AirPods Pro did. So I was really impressed with that. And look, I still the sound of the AirPod Pros are better, only because they're in ear. These have just as good a sound. It's just as good a sound, but with them sitting off, just sitting in your ear, then you're losing a lot of that sound. But if you squeeze them in, you'll notice that the sound quality is just the same, if not better, than the AirPods Pro. And these are obviously a lot cheaper. I think AirPods Pro are about 900, 1,000. So I mean, these are almost half the price. They sit in your ear pretty easy. They don't seem to want to fall out, and they're just very light, and they don't have that annoyance of being really in ear. Although it doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers some people. So I was really impressed with that. Okay, so that's what I really wanted to share. The active noise cancellation, I just think is just really good. And that's about it. So really, who's going to buy these? Well, Android, if you're looking, Android users, and you're looking, you could do worse than get these. They're pretty good. There is a Find My earphone section in the app, which means that it will start if you lose one of them, you can try and find it. It will start making some kind of noise, just like the Apple one. So I think the case is pretty good. As I say, it's a reverse charging, and I think it's a really good buy for those who are looking for a solution. And as I said, sound is pretty good. While I'm talking to you about that, I just want to There's this app I found, and I like to share any apps that I find that I think are really good. Okay, this one, it's called Musicolette. This one, and it's just basically a music player which is free, and it doesn't have any adverts in it. But what it does have is, when you go into, and this is the first time I've seen this on an app. When you go into the settings, you can, and you're listening on your so you're listening on your Bluetooth headsets. The equalizer only works in a lot of these apps with a wired headset. This is the first one I've found that works with a Bluetooth headset, and yeah, means that you can change your so Bluetooth connected. Then you will see here Bluetooth. You'll turn it on, and then you can change the profile of the sounds that you're listening to, and it's pretty good. I mean, look, it's not an audiophile quality, but it is pretty good. And as I say, I've never seen that before. Generally, when you're listening via your wireless earphones, I found that in the apps I was using before, the equalizer was only basically available when you were listening through wired and attached to the phone. So this app is called what's it called again? I only found it the other day purely by accident. It's called Musicolette. And the only thing that I did notice, when you're using the graphic equalizer on your Bluetooth, the volume is less. And maybe because I'm a bit deaf, I quite like a loud volume, so that's something to consider. But it works. The volume is a bit lower, which means it will save your hearing, and it's definitely worth, and it's a pretty decent app for managing your music and a music player I've been listening to. It's a brilliant album, Peter Gabriel, his first album. Check it out. But check out this Musical.ly if you're looking just for a plain ad-free free app that gives you a graphic equalizer when you're listening via your Bluetooth headset. So yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say about these. These are really worth it. And noise cancellation, price wise, comfortable wise, and sound wise, they're as good as the Apple's AirPods. Okay, and I've had the AirPods and the Pros, so you know I know what I'm talking about, kind of. So that's it. Anyway, thank you. Bye.